To talk about all the additions, Mark, I know you want to continue on that with Dr. Abiola. Let's quickly go to Abuja. He's on phone. The police spokesman, Emmanuel Ojukwu, live with us on phone from Abuja. Good morning. Tell us what situation is like within the nation, getting feedback from your situation room.
Yeah, generally the nation is stable, security is fair. Officers and other law enforcement agencies are fully on ground. We've played our role in the electoral process. We are now waiting for the results. Officers are everywhere, results are being collected.
A couple of issues I would want you to address. Maybe your office or the command is already looking into all of that. Some complaints about abuses, intimidation, harassment against the police, or, for instance, in Cross River State, our correspondent who had, an altercation, as you can see from the visual there, till this moment, the camera and so many other things have all been destroyed, yes, and, for someone who is also an expectant mother, being harassed and the cameraman beaten up, what is the office of the IG doing in this particular situation?
Well, first, you'll agree with me that the police officers generally have conducted themselves creditably and professionally in the course of the election that I heard last Saturday. The Nigerian police and the press, the media will have a symbiotic relationship, and we are friends. We are working towards the same goal. Our engagement with the media has been robust. I've watched the clip of that incident that happened in Cross River State, and I'm in close touch with the officers on ground. I want to apologize for any misbehavior on the part of our personnel. The matter is being investigated, and where we find officers wanting, they will be sanctioned in line with the police regulation and our code of conduct. We'll make amends, and I'm sure the matter has already been resolved by the officers on the ground there.
Now, what are some of the arrangements that you're putting in place? Because there are fears that some situations could degenerate into violence. Do you share such anxiety, and do you have it covered?
Well, we don't have any anxiety. We prepare for pre-election days, election day proper, and then the post-election days. And we are in those days right now. The law enforcement agencies and security agencies are fully on ground. We are set. And we are working in line with the wishes of Nigerians. And I know Nigerians want to have this as the elections, the results have been announced. They want to go about their lawful businesses. We are working along that. And we are ready for anybody who may want to foment trouble. The law will take its full course. It will not allow anybody to disturb the peace of this nation.
There have been protests in River State in particular. We understand that right now, I think a group of women are said to be protesting as well. Are you aware of this situation, and is it something that you're also fully ready to, talk with the electorate about?
Yes, protests are allowed in a democracy such as ours. Those who have grievances, they can ventilate them in the public, they can get sympathy, that's allowed. So long as they don't take the laws into their hands, every such protest is being guided by the police within their means to allow them to deliver their protest letters to the government, to INEC, or to wherever. We will guide them and make sure nothing untoward happens to them, and nothing untoward happens to those who are not involved in the protest. Peace and security, those are our mandates, and we shall protect them with all the materials available unto us.
Staying with the issue in River State, there have been some reports of tear gassing of the women protesters. Is that what the plan is in terms of like dispersing the crowd, or are your men trained in human resource management, so to speak, or human relationship management?
Yes. The police officers we are women friendly. We respect the women folk a lot. We have a first gender desk. We are particular about our women. And we don't normally use chargers in a situation where women are involved. We will look into the case and find out if chargers was used and the circumstances that warranted the use of chargers.
As it is now, most people are already looking out for INEC to make that big announcement, and the National Collation Center will be up and running pretty soon. What are your men doing to safeguard the situation of any movement of the ballot as they move on to the National Collation Center?
The collected results as they are moving to the INEC headquarters or the collection center, they are guarded and secured by good contingent of police personnel. We don't expect anything to happen to them. We are ready to provide all necessary logistics and security for such materials as they transit and even at the venue itself. All arrangements have been made to secure the results. The votes of Nigerians must count and want to make sure they are delivered to the appropriate voters who will thereafter announce results to Nigerians, and we shall go ahead from there.
Well, the IG said that much yesterday, and we just would want you to tell us more on what you think about the outcome and the actions of your men. Are there anyone in custody that just would be going to the courts pretty soon on electoral crimes?
For those who did what they ought not to do in the course of the elections, or for those who did not do what they ought to do, and who have been arrested by the police, I can assure you that in the days ahead, the police will take them to court. Don't forget that the General Police set up a body headed by our senior lawyers to work in concert with the INEC to prosecute electoral offenders. We will leave no stone unturned in that regard, because their prosecution and we believe eventual conviction will serve as a deterrent to who be troublemakers in this country.
Would you be asking for evidence of pictures and videos from Nigerians to help you in your investigations?
Well, the investigation of every case, any case or each prosecution will be determined by the facts of the case. Every case will be treated on its own merit. Some you may need real evidence. Some you may need electronic evidence. Some you may need documentary. Every case will be treated on its own merit. I can assure you the police will be as professional as can be, because we have some of the best lawyers in France.
We'd like to thank you so very much, Emmanuel Ojukwu, FOR's Public Relations Officer, speaking with us from Abuja via phone. We'll get back to you for more updates and developments as we go on this particular program. Many thanks once again.